hot right there. Let me go turn this fan on. Let me go turn this fan. Damn, Jay, you been drinking? Let's see who's in here. Let's see who's in here. Let's see who's in here. 84, Elko, Lee, TJ. What's up, G Body? Double up, double up. All right, boys and girls, I run down and got me a Wednesday Frosty. Yeah, boy. This is what we're gonna do. Somebody asked me, "Are you always in the shop?" And I say this: "Do you got your britches on?" Hey, 84 Cuddy. Oh, it's good, both of them. Chocolate and vanilla with the blood sauce, aka strawberry sauce. What's 84 say? Be careful. Be careful of JG. Why? Be why? Because he always barefooted. And when he say barefoot, I got to clean up. I'm always barefooted. And look what's on the floor. Metal shavings. Look here. Your boy. All right. So this is where we at. Oh yeah, barefooted. yeah. All right, so this is where we at, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, look. At 6 o'clock, it was 90 degrees in here. It was 92 degrees. Look what it is right now. 87, and it's 8:30. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So look at this cobbled up mess, man. My OCD is about to drive me crazy with this right here. So I'm going to put a zip tie right here to hold that. But I can't zip tie this. Because see that right there? This has to be long, so when this drives all the way to the end, it's got enough slack. So you can't tie that up, right? So this right here is the laptop cable, right? And so what I'm gonna do is zip tie that right there, and that's gonna be probably about it. That's probably gonna be about it. I'm missing the black box. They're sending me the black box, what I was telling you earlier. So once the black box gets to control the voltage, because this thing will control the voltage on the plasma when I tell the laptop what material I'm using. So if I'm using 18 gauge, it will adjust the amps as accordingly. So the way I understood is you turn the plasma wide open, and then when the program's running, the program detects the black box and it tells it to only use what voltage it needs. Now, I have seen on the interweb of people that's had these machines, and you have to fill this table up with a solution. This is a stainless table. So I'm going to, right here on the bottom, see what these drain plugs are? I don't like them. I don't like them. So I'm going to redo this and plumb. I'm going to plumb some stuff. I might TIG weld a stainless coupling on the bottom, and I think I have some. So I'm going to, if I have some, if I don't have any, I'll get some. So I'm going to take this out, what they sent, and I'm going to TIG weld a stainless bushing on the bottom so I can put a stainless steel quarter turn ball valve so I can drain the water. Also, what I'm going to do is there's nowhere to put the ground, right? There's nowhere to put the ground. There's nowhere to put the ground easily. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you've done that, but it's going to be in the way of the table. So what I'm gonna do is take the table up, and if I take the table off, I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing apart because they said put silicone in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean all this up and I'm gonna TIG weld this solid. And I am going to weld a piece of stainless flat bar on here so I can grab like that, or I'll probably run it up and down so I can grab it like this, so the ground will be on the table instead of where it's at. And then when that gets here, then I'll take and build a stand and bolt it to the wall, and then the plasma will be off the floor. This cable right here it goes here, so once all that's done, then I can tighten this up as well, right? Now, that's that. And then I'm gonna label everything accordingly, and then we're gonna go from there. So, boy, I bet my Frosty has melted. I bet my Frosty has melted. I bet my Frosty is a milkshake. All the girls in the big tick. Oh yeah. We're just gonna let it turn into a milkshake. All the boys like the milkshake. So, now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a cover. We're gonna make a cover. So I went back there and I found this little piece of scrap laying back there in the bone pile. And I'm going to make a cover. So I've already traced it. So we're gonna make a cover to go over top of this. We can't leave it just like that. We're gonna fancy it up a little bit. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna it's gonna just give it a little bit of roof. You know what I'm saying? Now I could go in here and I could come in here and notch this and let that slide in like that. And I'm not saying that I still won't do it, but if we mark that right there and then cut this out, then this could slide all the way like that. But I think it'll be okay for now. This is a piece of scrap. This is a piece of scrap laying in the bone pile. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it like this, like that. Oh yeah, we're gonna jam it up, boy. We're gonna jam it up, TJ. So that is the perimeter. So what I'm gonna do right here, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Man. So that is where the box is at. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer that over to this side, and then we might draw a little rectangle, a little L there, and then something there. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Then we'll take it over here to the bead roller, and then we'll put some beads in it. Yeah. So let's clean it up a little bit. Let's do that right here. Sorry, my little gimbal is dead again. Dead again. This is 240. Yeah, this is a wore out 240. I don't throw paper away, I throw it in a bucket. So you'll never know when you're gonna use it. And like I say, once I get the machine going, once I get that black box, we might just take this off and make a new piece and notch it and go around with it. All that good stuff. Now, this thing had some screws in it at one time, and the metal is kind of deformed a little bit. So let me show you what we can do with that. Hey, Fly, you need to go find you a piece of railroad iron, buddy. Fly, you need to go find you a piece of railroad. Anybody doing any metal shaping, need to go find you a piece of railroad iron, rail, and turn it into an anvil. Because this thing's radiused. Look, this thing's radius, it's square on this side. And so put this up here and give it a little tappity tap. Straighten these edges out. Yeah, boy. What's up, SKD? Yep, go. Now that thing's nice and flat. All right. You gotta give it a little Texas whistle. Little Texas whistle. All right. Let's clean the oils. I got some almost empty brake clean cans. Just spray it down a little bit. Hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody finished strong. So now it's nice and clean. Got all the oils off of it. And now we're going to transfer. That would help. That would be helpful. I'm about to cut a piece off. So we're going to transfer that mark over to that side. Okie dokie. So we need to make a mark 3 1/4 by 11 1/2. So we're gonna go 3 1/4. Man, it sucks that y'all can't see. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna go 3 1/4. Got a new Sharpie. We'll go 3 1/4. Hold on a second, I gotta tell my dog to shut up. Hold up. He's down there howling at the damn moon or something. I don't know what he's doing. He said 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 11 1/2. 11 1/2. Get my little speed square. Let me get my little speed square. Little speed square. Now this, so let's move it over because we're going to break it. So if we're going to break it, it's going to stretch and grow. So let's just move it over just about 1/8 of an inch, just to give it just a little bit of room for stretch so it can kind of lay on top of that box. If we make it right on the box, it won't fold over. So let me get my daggone framing square. So I got that mark like that. So we're gonna tie them two marks together across the plane. Boss, the plane. Boss, the plane. All right, so that's that. So we only need, so we can erase this line, and we can erase this line. And I just sprayed a little bit of brake clean on this rag to get the mark off. So that right there. So that's the piece that we just transferred from the back side. So that is the top of the box, plus or minus, you know what I'm saying? So that is the top of the box. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We just hit 4,600 subscribers. Our goal is 5,000. So you can see right there where the line is. See where that is right there. So that's where that's at. So let's see what we can come up with. So I want to be able to make this thing in one piece, but I want it to be, all right, let's think about this for a second. I want this to break, and I want this to break. So to do that, if we break it on this break line here, then the whole thing's gonna break down, right? Yeah. So we want this to be the break line. This to be the break line. I shouldn't erase that line. I should erase the other line, not that line. Yep. Erase the other line. There we go. Cut the corner out, then put the line back. Yeah, I could do that, but I just want it one piece. I don't want to cut it. So we're going to break it on that line. But with that being said, we are going to make some patterns on here. And I just realized that I know why I left that line now. So we're going to put a dimple, we're going to put some bead rolls in this. We're going to put some bead rolls in this, but then we're going to break it on that break line. So with that being said, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's find something just to copy. And that's something else I'm going to make. Once that thing gets up running, I'm going to take and cut out circles, metal circles. I'm going to cut them out for, templates. Like when I do radiuses, like half radius, like 1 inch radius, 2 inch radius. We're going to do that, but we're going to use this, if you cut your erase line, it will be one piece. Yeah, I don't want to cut it though. We're making it a one, so we're going to take this dimple die. That's too big. We'll take these dimple dies and make some circles. And then we're going to make some raised panels. That's what we're going to do. Is it cold there? Heck no, it ain't cold. It was 104 today. It's 89 degrees right now, and it's 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock at night. No, it's not cold. It's hot. It's swamp ass. All right, so we're going to come over. Let's say we're just going to come over an inch. Let's just come over 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Come over 1.5 inches. And we're going to come over, yep, 1.5 inches. We'll split the difference. What's up, Woody? 3 1/4. So what's half of 3 1/4? So you got half of 3. So you got 1/4. Half of 3 is 1 1/2. Half of 1/4 is 1/8. 1/8 plus 1.5 inches is 9/16. Yep. It's 1.5 inches, 8, 9. Yep, 9/16. Double check. 1.5 inches. Yep, that's half. Halfway, boys and girls. We're just making a cover. So that's 1 inch in there. We just make, I'll show you. Hold on, I'll show you. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. And then this in there. Yeah. I'll show you what we're making. Just hold tight. Hold what you got. We're just playing around with some scrap. All right, so I'll show you. What's up, Brown? So we're making this cover. So this thing right here, water is going to splash up on this, and this is one of the control boxes, and my OCD is killing me. There's nothing really I can do with these wires because it's got to have this slack when this thing runs back and forth. So it is what it is. But what it was, tell me what it was. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this panel right here, and we're going to dimple. We're going to bead roll a panel. We're going to bead roll something there, and then we're going to come right here and we're going to bead roll something here, maybe something here. I don't know. We might just do one and then come down. I don't know. We'll just make some weird designs, and then we're going to come on this break line and we're going to break it. We're going to break it this way, break it down like that. And then we're going to take the sanding wheel and we're going to radius the corners so when you walk by you don't get cut. So basically it's going to be like that, and then we're going to break it where it's actually down like that, like a little shed, like with a little shed, and then it's going to cover up those wires right there. No, I ain't going to cut my toe off. If you're new to the channel, I'm always barefooted. Always. Look, there's metal shavings on the floor. Look, metal shavings. Yeah. Barefoot. I'm always barefoot. So, I appreciate your concern. I'm always barefoot. All right. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a little bit of drawing. A little bit of drawing. So that's half. We want to try to make it look right. So we're going to come over ½ inch. Come over half. Hey, there's 165 people in here. If you like what you see, if you like this channel, go back and watch some other videos. We got a lot of stuff going on. Put together a table, that burn table today, last 2 days. Whole bunch of stuff. We almost up to 4,700 subscribers. The goal is 5,000. We're trying to hit 5,000 before the end of the month. And that is awesome, because without you guys, there would not be no me. There wouldn't be no channel. It'd just be me by myself. So it's just as much as a success as it is for you guys as it is me, because the last little bit, you boys and girls has been rocking, man. Y'all been pushing. I mean, y'all been pushing it like nobody's business. I'm talking like crazy. Today's video was like 18,000 views in 45 minutes, man. I mean, that's crazy, and picked up like 60 subscribers. So I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I'm picking up what you're laying down. No shoes allowed. Yeah, no shoes allowed in the shop. Yeah, I'm always barefooted, man. Always barefooted. All right, let's see what to do. And I'm overthinking this. So half of that is 5. So, like I said, we're just practicing. Practice makes perfect. Practice. You're a great teacher, always giving information. Well, I appreciate you, TJ. All right, so this is where I'm at. So I got my 2 radiuses ends, right? I got my 2 radiuses. Now, I don't know whether if I'm going to come over here, and I just don't know how tight of a radius I can do on this thing. I don't want to go too tight, because if I go too tight, then it distorts the end. And what I'm saying about too tight is, see how I done this panel? See how I done this one? So I'm gonna see what the radius is. See, that's the radius right there. That's a pretty tight radius right there. So we might just keep doing what we're doing. But what we might do is we might just offset it. Yeah, let's just offset it. Like, instead of making it straight, let's just make it crooked. Let's just make it crooked. Yeah, let's just make it crooked. How about that? Again, I don't know if this is going to turn out right. I don't know if it's going to turn out wrong. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. We're gonna see what we can do and what we can't do on the machine. So there is no tap the screen and see fireworks. Yeah, there is no wrong way or right way. It's just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. Well, we ain't gonna be able to do that because we're not gonna be able to do that because we're gonna be in the brake line. So we got to start all over. So we're not gonna be able to do that. So let's just get rid of that and get rid of that. And patooies. I guess we'll just keep it simple. We don't have enough room to do what I want to do. So we'll just keep it simple. We'll just keep it simple. It probably helped if I held the daggone thing right, wouldn't it? I just offset it a little bit. So it's kind of shifted down just a little bit on that side. So we'll just do it like that. And then since you know what? I don't like it. 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 What'd you do? I don't like it. I said, damn it, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey, I'm bad about that, Woody. I'm bad about it. Man, if it don't look like it's looking right to me, I'll start over, man. I will start over in a heartbeat. I will start over in a heartbeat. I will start over. This stuff is so slick. I just had to quit talking, so y'all just have to bear with me. Need to get me another T-square from Harbor Freight. They work good. All right. So, half inch. Half inch. So we're gonna drop it down half inch. Half inch. We got it now. We cooking with gas now. Y'all should have seen when I was laying out the bed of the truck with all that designs on the bed of the truck. Man, y'all should have seen that. That stuff got wiped down 2 or 3 times before it got to where it was at. Yeah, I should have seen that. That thing got wiped down. So I'm gonna offset it a little bit because when I go to break it, it's gonna stretch. So I don't want it to stretch my design. So I got it offsetted about 1/8 of an inch. So, that's that. I'll show you. I'm almost done, boys and girls. I'm almost done. Almost done. If you stuck with me this long, I appreciate it. If you stuck this long and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, boys and girls, because I would greatly appreciate it. It does not go not unwanted. I mean, it's not the word I'm looking for. It does not go not appreciated, I promise you. I got the best mods. Everybody in blue and green, they are the best. They take care of the channel. They make sure everybody is respectful in the chat. They go beyond. They go beyond the call of duty. Call of duty. All right. So just real simple. Lay that out like that. So we're gonna go over here and we'll try not to drop it this time. I bet my slushy. So this is gonna be on the top like that. So let's go over here. What's up, Ben from the UK? Hey, look at my daggone Frosty. My Frosty has turned into a daggone. It's almost like clabbered milk. All right. Now we got to get you up here on the bead roller. I'm gonna prop y'all up on the daggone BFI. They prop y'all up on the trash can. Be like, gotta find something. Prop y'all up again. Let's get y'all upside this. Let's prop y'all upside these drill hogs. How about that? All right. Okie dokie, boys and girls. Let's see what we can do on this one. So when you go to, now I'm no expert on this. But what I have learned, do not start in the corner. Start, I don't know, a couple of inches past the corner, right? Now, if you wanted to, you could come off of this red line and do another line, which would be the outside of the die, and watch the die, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start about right here. And I got the speed on this machine like at 22. It's got notches on it, so it's like 22. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to go all the way around this perimeter. And then when I get back to where I started, I'm going to go past it. And by doing that, it kind of smooths it out where you can't see the transition line. Again, I've only had this machine for a couple weeks, and I've only done several pieces, and it's going pretty good. So it's like riding a bicycle. You know, the more you pedal, the better. It's like riding a bicycle. The more you pedal, the faster you get. We got to clean off this. There's something on the. We're gonna clean. We're gonna. Be careful, Jay. Don't be washing your daggone. Don't be washing your daggone marks off now. I don't know what's on here. Something's on here. It's nasty. That piece of fleece wasn't doing nothing but just. I guess it's the oils from the other panels, I guess. I don't know. All right. So the way I found out, I've got the piece of tape on here, and I've been reproducing the same marks the best I could replace, the best I could mimic where I was at. So I run this die down until it touches. See that? So now it's touched, right? And you have to keep pressure on this side, right? So it's touching. And then what I do is I just, right there. And then when that top of that mark is below my tape, that is the mark that I've done all the other panels. And it is on, it's on 15. I told you wrong, it's on 15. All right, boys and girls. So here we go, whether it's wrong or right, we're gonna do it. It'd probably help if I plugged it up. It ain't got no gas in it. French fry taters. All right, boys and girls. I still need to get me one of them mount lights to shine up underneath there. All right, here we go. If you get off your line, don't try to overcorrect it. Just gradually drive past the line and just keep going. It's like running off the road. So if you run off the road, don't whip it back and overcorrect, because then you're going to like, if you run off the road, just ride it and just slowly get it back to where it's going. Again, I am no expert. I am no Jamie Jordan. I am learning. And right there, I just went past my mark where I started. And we have one dimple, one raised edge, okay? I'm trying to take a class at Cornfield Customs in March, where they just strictly do this for like 2 days, and the class fills up pretty fast, and it's in March. And again, I'd like to take it. I think it would be very beneficial, because then you could learn little tricks and trade. It's like when people take my paint classes. You know, there's people that took my paint classes, that's been painting for 30 years. But then they come take my class and they learn new tricks, and then I learn tricks from them. So everybody learns. You always have growth, room for growth. And that's what I don't understand about people. You know, they say, well, I don't need to learn nothing. I've been doing it this way for 30 years. Well, I mean, you know, we used to be in horse and buggies too, but we still don't do that, do we? You know. There's always a better way. Like right there, that panel hit that and it made me stop. So that's probably going to be messed up right there. Also, watch your fingers. Watch your fingers. Always keep pressure on this side. So that's that, all right? So let's go over here and check it out and see what it looked like. Yeah, see, I done all these panels. Hey, look, all these panels in here, done all these to cover up the bottom of them seats. So let's go over here and see what we got. All right. So I kind of just dressed it up a little bit, right? So what we're gonna do now is we're going to so what we're going to do now is we're going to we might just do a long one right here. We're going to see. So I don't want to do two the same. So what we'll probably do, what do y'all want to do? Let's ask y'all, what y'all want to do? Do y'all want to do the same? Y'all want to do the same and just run it all the way to the end and make one big old thing? Or do you want to split the difference and make one that goes right here? What y'all want to do? It don't matter to me. Let's take a vote. And because what we're going to do after we run it, we're going to come back on this line right here and we're going to break it. So kind of visualize that this piece is going to be on top of this, but this edge right here, this edge is going to be broke down like that. So it's going to be at an angle like that. All right. So we can do a little small one or we can run it. I think you can do, hey, TJ. TJ, that was pretty cool, man. CJ Jeep Grill. TJ, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Hey, appreciate that, TJ. TJ just taught me something. I didn't know you could do that. Do the dimples. Well, do the dimples, then break it down. Oh, you're talking about put the dimple dies in here? Well, the whole reason for this, now the dimple dies would be great, Ben, would be great. But the whole reason for this is so water, when this thing fires off and splashes water up, I don't want no water to get on this. So if we put dimple dies on this side and we break it down, I mean, it wouldn't have no water in it. Hey, we can do it. Hey, we can do it two ways. Is it bending over? So we can do it two ways. So we can do a long one, and then we can put some dimple dies in there. We can put we can put like 3. So if we do a long one, it looks like everybody wants to do a long one. So if we do a long one, then I can come back and drill 1, 2, 3 holes, and then we can put 3 dimple die holes. We can put 3 dimple die holes in the long one, and then I can break it. We can do that. Y'all want to do that? Let's it looks like to me, everybody, looks like nobody says short, so we're just gonna drop it down there. All right, so now let's do this. Let's see if we can do another one. Let's do another one. So start another pole, do dimple dies. All right, let's see this. Hey, TJ, you done taught me a new trick. All right, so the second part, do y'all want to do, you want to put dimple dies in it as well? We can do dimple dies as well. We got, I already kind of knew what the answer was going to be, but I like this interaction. This is pretty cool, TJ. TJ, I appreciate that, man. We got it. We got some no's. We got some yes. I don't know. Let's run this thing for, let's run it for, we at 48 minutes, 19 seconds. So let's run it for 1 minute. So at 50, we at 48. So let's run it. That'd be a minute and a half. The whole works is a test piece. It's just, we're just practicing. We're just practicing. What's up, Nukem? We're just practicing. We're just practicing. So we got about one more. So what we're talking about is we're gonna run another dimple, the length of the panel, and then this right here is, do you guys want to put 3 dimple dies in it? That is the question right now. So we're gonna run it up to 50. So we're at 49 right now. We're at 49 right now. And we're just gonna see what happens. Ooh, that's gonna be tight. All right. So y'all, we got 30 seconds. 30 seconds, we're gonna close the poll. And whatever it is, that's what we're gonna do. At 30 seconds, got 15 seconds. Everybody keep voting. TJ, this is cool, man. I appreciate you showing me how to do that. That's cool, man. That is interaction like nobody's business. All right, the poll's fixing to be over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like the yeses have got it. So we're gonna put dimple dies in it as well. So everybody give everybody a round of applause for voting on that. I appreciate that. So these are 6 inches long. So we're going to reach out. So we're gonna step it over 2. All right. So we're gonna go 2 there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're gonna have to put it like, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be like bullfrog butthole tight. It's gonna be tight. Hey, and if the piece don't look good, we'll throw it in the trash. We'll throw it in the trash and we'll do something different. That's gonna be tight, boys and girls. We're gonna have to do a smaller radius than that. They're going to be tough. How big is that? That's 2 inch. I need to do 1.5 inches. Let's see if I got 1.5 inch circle. We'll use this washer. We're going to use this washer. So half of that is 1/4. So we're gonna use this washer. This washer is right at an 1.5 inch washer. So we're gonna run that right there. Made a little center mark on it. So I'm gonna show you what we're doing. With your finger breaks. No, it'll be fine. I've done it before. I've done that. I bent that. It did good. So right there, we're gonna do it like that. No, Woody, it bent. This is 18 gauge. So now, if you was gonna do like 16 gauge, it probably would. But so far, Woody, it's been fine. It hasn't distorted anything. But the knot is still young. The knot is still young. We're gonna find out if it's gonna work or not. Again, if it don't work and it looks like crap, we'll just throw it in the trash. And we'll build another one another time. Not the knot, but we'll build another one. Ooh, that's a long line, boys and girls. That's gonna be a long drive right there. It's gonna be a long drive. That's close to the edge, so we might have to finagle it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We might have to tweak it a little bit, but that's even. So that's what we're gonna do. It's a little close to the edge right there. So we're gonna run that, and I'm gonna go ahead and center punch my holes while we got it. So this thing right here is 10 inches. So we're gonna put a hole at 5. So we're gonna put a hole at 5. And then half of 5 is 2.5. And then we're gonna set it back to 2. So we'll go to 2. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this. Go 1, 2. And now again, boys and girls, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna see if it's gonna work together. It's either gonna work or it ain't gonna work. Either way, we're having fun. Either way, we're having fun. Let me go get my center punch. We're gonna go ahead and punch the hole. We're gonna go ahead and punch it. We're gonna go ahead and center punch it. And I don't hit nothing on my table. Nothing gets hit on my table. Nothing. So no beating and banging on the table. We're gonna put this right here. So we got 3 center punches. We're gonna go ahead and drill the hole, and we're gonna have to do a 1/2 inch dimple. All right. So we're gonna have to do a 1/2 inch dimple, which is a 1/2 inch hole. Okay. So we're gonna have to drill a 1/2 inch hole, and I'm gonna go get my step bit. I got some brand new step bits. Got some brand new step bits, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. We'll go from there. I said I had some. Oh, This is a brand new bit. I knew it was gonna do it, and I did it anyway. Ah! I knew it was gonna do it, and I done it anyway. Twisted it. Should have known better. Son of a gun. That's why I don't like using drill bits on sheet metal. See what it did? It chewed it up like a beaver. That's all right, though. We fix it, though. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Step bit. That's why I'm looking for some punches. That's why I'm looking for an old turnstile punch. Your old school guys, your old timers know what I'm talking about. It looks like a roulette wheel. I'm looking for one of them. Yeah, see, step bit does a whole lot better. See, step bit does a whole lot better. Let's see where it twisted the metal. That's all right, though. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Now, step bits cut a little big. So when you're doing these dies, you just want it to just touch like that. You don't want it to drop in, because if it drops in, then you don't have a real good dimple. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually like the size like right above or right below, whichever one it is. So it's 1/2 inch, but so right at 7/16. I make mistakes sometimes too. See how cleaner that hole is versus that one right there? That drill bit just gnawed it. I'm over here on the other side with my little sanding pad, so now, if this was for a customer, I'd throw it in the trash. And I'd start over. And I wouldn't charge them for it. Because I made the mistake, because I knew better. I shouldn't have used a drill bit. But I just got my drill bits back from Hogs, and they are sharp, sharp, sharp. See how it messed the metal up? It messed it up right there versus those, because the bit is so aggressive. It just killed it. That's why I want a punch where I can just, so it's a nice clean hole. Again, if this was for a customer, I'd chunk it in the trash. but I shouldn't have used that. I should have took 2 more seconds and picked up the step bit. It was laying right there on the table. But nevertheless, here we go. What does it say? I'd build a jinky square box Chevy from your. I'd build a jinky square box Chevy from your scrap, and well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to try to do this long perimeter, but you see how close that is to the edge? It's probably going to mess that up because we don't have enough room. But we're gonna try it anyway. All right. We're gonna see what we can get away with. Right? All right, we're gonna see what we can get away with. All right, so y'all remember what we can do, right? You run it down until it touches the metal. All right, and then once it touches, we put it back to where it was at. All right, so here we go. And we don't start in the corner. We go past the corner about 1 inch or so. So you boys and girls ready? Everybody wanted it long, so we're gonna do it long. Here we go. So far, so good. We're coming up for the turn. Coming up for the turn. Start turning, start turning, start turning, start turning. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Now I fudged the line just a little bit because I had to. Because I didn't want my panel, I didn't want it to run off my panel. So now we're doing the long stretch. I don't know, fam, it might turn out, it might be all right. We might be able to live with it. Let me live with you. All right, we're about to come up on the turn. All right, we'll regroup because, and remember, the last time we swung it wide, this corner right here caught the table. It caught the table right there and it jammed me up. So I'm gonna have to press down, turn, and then make sure I'm gonna pick up on this end and maybe it'll flex. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna start turning. Turn, 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 turn. We cleared it. Stop, grab it, follow through, drive past our point. Now don't pay attention to the red line because I didn't use the red line. All right, but I think that'll be all right. Got a little hinky on the end down there, but that's all right. Got a little hinky on the end, little hinky on the end. Has to be clear and go the other way. Yep. All right, so now let's go put the dimples in it. So let's go put the dimple. Got a little off on the line because it grabbed the corner. It grabbed the corner. That's all right. So the way this works, if you want the dimple to go, down, you have to put this on the bottom, right? If you want it to go the other way, you have to flip the panel, right? Got a little off. I guess it'll be all right. All right, let me show you. All right, let me show you. So get that in there, and then you just get that like that, and then you just see how it is like that, and then you just give it a good seat. All right, I'm gonna put the camera back down. All right, pick up on it. We got a dimple. We got a dimple. All right, let's try this other one. And no, they're not magnets. It's got so much oil on it, it's sticky. There we go. There we go. Now let's take the sander. Y'all know I just wiped my face with that and that thing had brake clean on it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like a hot dog on that end. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna have to throw it in the trash. Let's see if I can fix it. I doubt it. I doubt I can fix it. That cleaned it up a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't like wearing shoes neither. All right, so now we're gonna break it. Now we're gonna put it in the brake. If you've been on here this long, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's not perfect. It run off right there. Like I say, there's a lot going on. But that's all right. It's practice. Ooh. All right. We had fun doing it though. That's for sure. Everybody got to participate. Everybody got to pick what they wanted. You know. Everybody's like, no, do this, do this. So we all voted. Well, y'all voted on it. Y'all wanted to do it. We done it. Whether it's wrong or right, we did it together. 2 3/4. Now, we're going to have to break it upside down. 2 3/4. Yeah, we're going to have to break it upside down. Okay? All right. So we're going to have to break it. If we break it this way, it's going to be wrong. So we have to break it upside down. All right? So we put it on the line. We put it on the line. Put it on the line. Pull it down. put it on the line. Oh yeah, it twisted it. It twisted it. See where it stretched. I'm gonna show it. You see where it stretched it and it kind of twisted, and then when that corner grabbed the first time and jumped, it made me jump the line too tight, and I just kept driving through it. So it looks like the end of a hot dog weenie. It's all right. It's fine. And see how close it is right here. The hole, it stretched. When we come around here, it stretched. See, this was center, but then when we come around here, the line was actually down here. And if I'd have run down there, it'd have run off the edge. So I kind of come around and then I cut it off short. I think I'm gonna break it just a little bit more. See, this helps me. Doing stuff like this helps me do better on stuff like this. See, this piece here and this piece, see, ow! See, this piece here is good. This piece turned out nice. See, so it's all practice. It's all practice. So we're gonna put this up here like this. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I'll go out there and show y'all let's give it just a little bit more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I need to radius them corners so they're not sharp. So how about that? That'll work, won't it? Won't that work? That'll keep the water off of it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go over here and check this out for the ones that's new. So see, these are LS covers. Guys coming Sunday to pick these up. These are LS covers for coil pack covers. Here is the Le Mans doing inner fenders for them. Doing inner fenders. Let me get the light. Yeah. So done all this, built that lip. They cut everything, you know what I'm saying? Done all that. That turned out really, really nice, you know. So me practicing on stuff like that helps me on stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. And then we'll go in here and look at the box truck. So the box truck, so done all these panels, done those panels. So that's a long run right there. That's a long run. That right there. Yep. And then see, done panel underneath the seat too. And then see, this panel goes like that. You know. So doing a lot of practice. Doing a lot of practice. You see, done that. So, like I said, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So now I'll just take and put a couple screws in it, and we'll be good to go. Good to go. Yeah, see, practice, 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 practice. That's all painted. That's all airbrushed. Airbrushed. That's all airbrushed. Practice. Practice. So, yeah, so here, I'm gonna show you one more thing. So yeah, this was, for the ones that's just tapping in, this, made this out of cardboard. And then this is going to be the battery tray, or excuse me, the battery cover, right? So there's the battery cover. And then this piece will go in here like, this piece will go in here like that, right? And it'd go under, So that's that, right? And it's gonna cover up the battery, all right? So that's that. I took this, we took this piece right here, the cardboard template, laid it on the sheet metal, cut it out with a cutoff wheel. That's what it looks like. And then done all the dimple dots. So all this will be broke to make this, and then put nut inserts in it, which the nut inserts are right here, right? The nut inserts, and then it will be bolted in. It will be bolted in. I don't want to lose this. So, boys and girls, there's 147 people in here. I don't know how many's watched this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Tomorrow, I don't know what I get into tomorrow. I know one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean my shop up. I'm not gonna pressure wash it out this time, but I'm gonna clean it up and do some stuff cleaning up. I can't mow because it's rained every single day for the last 2 weeks. Everything's too wet. So I appreciate every single one of you. Been on here for 80 minutes. I've actually went over. I only usually like staying on here 60 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you for tapping in. If I missed anybody's comment, I greatly appreciate, if I missed anybody's comment, I apologize. Let me go through here and see if I missed anything. Whoever makes the most mistakes learns the most. I appreciate that, Nukem. Let me see if I missed anybody. Yeah, Arbor Press, and actually that's Mossy, that is a 3-ton Arbor Press, yes, and a dimple die set from Eastwood, yes. I put up a short on salmon salad. Well, I'll go check it out. Let's see. What happened? Man, I must have missed something. Damn, Metal, what happened to you? 3 broke ribs and no pump. What in the hell? Yeah, we tried it, didn't we? Okay. I made it for it. All right, boys and girls. I think I caught up with all the chats. If you're new to the channel, thanks for showing us. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna do like once I get the black control box for the burn table. Once I get the black control box to run the voltage for the plasma, we're gonna be doing a lot more on this. That's best believe that. Cutting out parts and whatnot, and doing this. So this is a whole new business. This is NGO Designs. So we're gonna make a thing and hang it on the wall. This is a completely different entity from JG Innovation Garage. This is a completely different thing. But it's gonna be in here. It's gonna be on the channel. We're not gonna make a new channel or nothing like that. This is my oldest son's gig, but he won't be on the camera because you got to keep them babies. Well, he ain't a baby. I mean, he's 20-some years old, but he don't like being on social media. So, and that's okay. So, we got enough problems in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, this is his thing. So when he does cut parts, I will video the parts like this, but I won't put him on camera because, I just don't want my kids on social media. I just don't want them on there. And that's about as far as we're going to go with that. So that's that. And like I said, we're going to TIG this together. We'll clean this up. I got a Dynasty water-cooled TIG machine. I got a Dynasty 280, I believe. I can't remember. Yeah, I got a 280 Dynasty. And we'll go from there. So if anybody needs any metal panels, let me know. Shoot me an email, JG Innovation Garage. There's no S. JG Innovation Garage at gmail.com. I'm going to start doing more panels. I'm gonna do a hood panel on the bottom of my son's C10 truck. We're gonna bead roll it, and then we're gonna airbrush some murals on it. These are panels for a 67 to 72 C10. I actually bought these, and if you watching, Big Dog, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna use these as a pattern, and I'm gonna make it in one piece instead of three. So it is what it is, don't be mad. You know what I mean? I got the machine, I got the stuff. Here's more 16, this is 18 gauge. This is 50-52 aluminum. This is for the box truck. And like I said, boys and girls, my information, if anybody wants any panels, like bead, what I'm talking about, bead roll panels and stuff, I'm gonna build panels for my son's truck. Like I'm gonna build panels out here, bead roll them, do all this, and I'm gonna use my son's truck, and I'm gonna use OG6. The Cutlass, I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna use this because this is a client's, and I'm building this. And if anybody has a Le Mans and they're gonna run 30 wheels, don't cut your fenders. I'm gonna make templates of all these, and I can make them for you, and we can go there. Don't butcher your car up. Aluminum for real? Yeah. What do you mean aluminum? What's up, bro? I was looking awesome, my guy. What do you mean aluminum? Aluminum for real? What do you mean? I appreciate it, Dustin. What do you mean aluminum for real? If you hurry up, I'll answer your question. Aluminum. Going once, going twice. Yeah, they are, Mossy. Yep, they are. I'm mad. What are you mad for, Joseph D? What are you mad for? White iron, aluminum. You said don't be mad. Yeah, don't be mad. I had a 500 Cadillac motor and a 420. 500 Caddy. Good God Almighty, man. You know them things was tanks, but you know you can't get no parts for them things, man. Them things you can't get no parts. You know, can't get no parts for them. Yeah. Well, I appreciate everybody tapping in. I was going to answer the question, but yeah, aluminum, stainless. Yeah, I can handle aluminum, stainless, titanium, carbon steel, mild steel, you know, whatever, you know. If that machine right there can weld it, if that Dynasty machine can weld it, I can weld it. Silicone, bronze, whatever, man. It's all good. As Elko say, all good in the neighborhood. All right, boys and girls, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. I promise you, it is very appreciative. I'm just old country bunt from coming to sticks. And remember what I said, boys and girls? Daggone mystery motor. I appreciate every single one of you. Remember what I said, boys and girls? Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Appreciate it, Joseph. Remember what I said, boys and girls? Don't worry about the man up the road or the man down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag. Peace, up, and chicken grease. I'm out.